Hello and welcome to another episode of Bossman Reviews. This time we're taking a look at Carrion, currently available on the Xbox Game Pass. Maybe not at the time you see this video, that may just be unlucky. Either way, a decent game. It's a horror game, it's a bit of a survival game, it's a bit of a platform puzzle game. The difference is with this horror game, you're the monster. So you play this weird worm sort of entity, maybe hive mind collective, that escapes in a secret underground lab. Where else do you keep this type of monster? And basically you're trying to escape with sort of the background sort of story, figure out who, what you are, where you came from, so on and so forth. And you just go through the lab essentially, murdering, eating, dismembering, well, everything you'd imagine a monster does if it escapes in a lab. Like, what more do you want? Like, it murders things in weird, wonderful and creative ways. And basically just takes over the lab. You have to, like you see here, you have to mold with spots where sort of your infection has spread to. That allows you to break, override locks. You can stretch your, and you can't see the quotation marks, but arms through gaps to reach switches and so on. There is sort of a hidden element to the game as well. You can go and look for collectibles. Some of the collectibles are like biological points, which give you extra abilities. So you get the ability to turn, instead of like a big ball of worms, you become a few individual worms, which lets you swim fast and slip through vents. And there's these flashbacks as well where you're playing as humans, which as you can see now, and you're sort of like working out what essentially happened to Carrion, what the creature. It's a highly entertaining game, very unique in the sense that you're playing the monster and trying to escape / solve puzzles, rather than being the victim, so to speak, and trying to escape the monster, or coming in as a crack team of super soldiers to kill the monster. As you can see there, super soldiers trying to do me, and didn't work out too well for them. Anyway, only fault with the game, it gets repetitive. It does get repetitive fast. The puzzles keep it fresh, but for me there wasn't enough variation maybe in the enemy or whatnot. But I mean, it is also one of those games, you get to the point you start getting powerful, the enemies sort of no longer bother you. Do you know what I mean? So I suppose it's a bit intentional, maybe from the developer, maybe a bit not. Like, as you can see, once you've eaten and gained loads, like, you get huge. Do you know what I mean? You're pretty much hard to stop at this point. But you have some turrets, some mechs, some things to really make you think. Anyway, I'm going to give the game a solid 6 out of 10. I don't really like to deal in halves. If I was half, maybe 6.5, but I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. For a game that, if you haven't got it on the Game Pass, is really, really affordable. If you haven't got the Game Pass, it's free for you, so there's no reason not to be playing it. Still highly enjoyable. If you like this type of game, like this type of game, this 2D sort of platform puzzle, I'm sure you're going to absolutely love it. You will not want to miss the opportunity you have to play this game. Anyway, leave a like, leave a subscribe if you feel so inclined. As always, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and see you never.